Aloha, Ohana! That's how we say hello, family, here in Hawaii, and I'm so glad you're here. My name is Chris, and it is my pleasure to show you around the beautiful islands of Hawaii. There are some pretty cool things you need to know about this place, and I'm gonna see if you can guess what they are. So let's play Two Truths. I'm going to tell you 3 things about Hawaii, but only 2 of them are going to be true. When I'm done, I'll give you a chance to shout out the one you think is not true. Okay, here we go. Number 1, Hawaii is home to the world's most active volcano. Number 2, the most popular pet in Hawaii is a snake. And number 3, there are no billboards in Hawaii. Okay, which one do you think is not true? Shout out your answer. It's number 2. Snakes are actually illegal in Hawaii, and if you're caught with one, you could go to jail for 3 years. That's to keep the birds here from becoming extinct. But it is true, there are no billboards in Hawaii, so that everywhere you drive, you can see all the beautiful scenery. All right, I have some more fun facts for you. Let's see if you know which one is not true. Number 1, Hawaii is made up of 132 islands. Number 2, the big island of Hawaii gets bigger each year. And number 3, only girls do the hula at luau's. Okay, which one do you think is not true? Shout out your answer. It's number 3. Catch this. When people first started doing the hula, only guys were allowed to do it. Luau's are one of people's favorite ways to have fun here on the islands. But if something a little more competitive is your jam, then check this out.
Family Challenge! Family Olympics?
Yay!
There's a story in the Bible of a guy named Joseph who learned how important it is to get along with his family. Joseph had a lot of brothers. Of all the boys in his family, Joseph was his dad's favorite. This made his brothers so mad. To make matters worse, Joseph's dad made a special gift just for him. It was a really fancy robe that had many colors. Now, this might not seem like a big deal, but back then, most of the clothes had only one plain color. So to get a robe that was so bright and colorful was special for sure. Joseph's brothers did not get along with him, so they planned to get rid of him forever. They threw Joseph into a deep, dark pit and planned on leaving him there all alone. When the brothers saw some men passing by on their way to Egypt, they came up with a new plan and sold him as a servant instead. Then the brothers ran back home and told their father that his favorite son had been killed by a wild animal. As years went by, a lot happened to Joseph, and pretty soon he became a servant to the Pharaoh. God was with him and gave him a special ability to interpret dreams. Joseph was able to warn Pharaoh that a famine was coming to the land. They needed to stock up food for 7 years so they could survive the years where there would be no food. Pharaoh listened to Joseph, and just like that, Joseph went from being a slave for Pharaoh to actually being in charge of his kingdom. People from other countries came to Joseph to buy food so they can feed their families. Joseph's brothers came from a long way off, and just like everybody else, they had to go to Joseph to get food. When they saw Joseph, they didn't recognize him as their brother, but he definitely knew who they were. Joseph couldn't hide who he was from his brothers. He started to cry and asked everyone but his brothers to leave. Then he told them who he was. At first, the brothers were confused and afraid. They had done a terrible thing to Joseph, and he could have thrown them into prison to pay them back. But instead, Joseph chose to forgive them. He even gave them all the land and food they would need to survive. Joseph knew that getting along with his family was the best thing he could do.
I can get along with my family.
That's right! Making the choice to get along with your family is one of the best things you can do, even when it's not you who is having trouble getting along.
How to survive when your family is arguing.
Everybody feels mad sometimes, and it's normal for family members to argue every once in a while. Even though God doesn't want us to argue with each other, it happens sometimes because no family is perfect. So here are some things you can do when people in your family are arguing. Number 1, pray for your family. Ask God to help them get along. Tell Him how you feel and what you need. Don't forget that He's right there with you. Number 2, remember that it's not your fault, and it's not your job to be the referee. Instead, do something you enjoy, like playing a game or listening to some music. And number 3, talk to your family after the argument and let them know how it makes you feel when they disagree. If you ever feel unsafe when people in your family argue, don't be afraid to tell another adult that you trust. They will be able to help you and get your family the help they need too.
Follow the pearl. Is it in shell 1, 2, or 3?
Scooch over, Ike.
You scooch over.
But I called dibs on this spot.
Yeah, but I flew here first.
Ike, oh no, you two get along.
Yes, Mom. I guess she's right. We can get along. You guys say this after me.
No, I want to do it this time.
But I already said I was gonna do it.
But you always get to do it.
So,
Wait. We need to get along. So, you go ahead.
thanks, Ike. Okay, you guys repeat after me. I can
Get along with
my family.
my family.
But when I grow up, I'm getting my own nest.
Yeah, me too. But, can we be neighbors?
That's a good idea, because you're not just my brother, you're my best friend.
Aw.
But do you know what birds call other birds who live nearby?
No, what?
Nest door neighbors.
Getting along with the people you live with and even the people who don't live with you can be tough sometimes. And when it is, just remember this Bible verse. Say it after me. Love each other as brothers and sisters and honor others more than you do yourself. Romans 12:10. Nice job, Ohana! Okay, when you're at home with your family, you can write this Bible verse or any other verse you want to memorize on a piece of paper and take turns covering up a word. Then, see if your family can say the verse, including the word that's covered up, without seeing it. Let's give it a try. I've already covered up some of the words in our verse, and I want to see if you can remember the words as we say the verse one more time. All right? Say it with me. Love each. Yeah, love each other as brothers and sisters and honor others. Yeah, honor others more than you do. That's right, Romans 12. Yes, that verse is Romans 12:10. Great job.
Let me tell you about my staycation. Every summer I go to stay with my dad, my stepmom, and my stepsisters for a few weeks. I love my dad, but I really hate leaving behind my friends and missing out on all the fun that they're having. But this summer was gonna be epic. My dad was going to take me and my stepsisters on vacation to a water park. And I was so excited to go down one of those super fast water slides. We had it all planned out, but then my dad got a call that the place where he worked was closing down for good. Since my dad didn't have a job anymore, we had to be extra careful about how we spent our money. And that meant we couldn't buy tickets to the water park. I was really bummed. But then my dad had a great idea. He said we were going to have a water park staycation in our backyard. We had a water balloon fight, ran in the sprinklers, and we even made our own slip and slide. It wasn't the perfect vacation we planned, but I think our water park staycation was just as fun.
No matter what my family is like,
God is my Father.
He is always with me.
He will always love me.
I could be a part of his family forever.
Aloha again to all my Ohana. I've had so much fun hanging out with you and learning what it looks like to get along with our family. Let's see if you can remember a few of the things you heard today by playing surf or swim. In today's Bible story, what was the name of the guy who chose to forgive his brothers and get along with them? If you think it was Joseph, stand up and surf. If you think it was Jacob, stay seated and swim. If you're surfing, you're right. Now, everyone take a seat. Joseph made the choice to get along with his brothers when he forgave them, even after all the mean things they had done. Okay, what would you do if your family is about to watch a movie and you and your cousin both want to sit in the recliner? If you would let your cousin sit there, stand up and surf. But if you would race to get to the recliner first, stay seated and swim. If you're surfing, then you know how to get along with your family. And now, you can go ahead and take a seat. Okay, here's one last question for you. What should you do when someone is always being mean to you? If you think you should do something mean back to them, stand up and surf. But if you could pray for them, sit down and swim. If you're swimming, then you're right. Sometimes it's hard to get along with others, no matter how hard you try. And one of the best things you can do is pray for the person who's being mean. Let's all bow our heads, close our eyes, and give that a try right now. Hey God, you see everything that happens in my life, and you know the people who are mean to me. I don't know why they do and say the things they do, but I forgive them. Please help them to be kind to me and to others. And help me to do my best to get along with everyone. I love you. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Okay, Ohana, I'm gonna do my best to get along with my family this week, and I hope you do the same. I'll see you next time. Aloha!